It is my pleasure to welcome you to another edition of your favorite news program, Sunday Newswatch. We have on our lineup, as always, news from the state, national and international scene. To cap it off is our social diary program tagged People and Event with Adebola Oshomoji. Hello, Adebola.
Hi, Semiat. It's a beautiful moment to you wherever you are watching Ogun State Television. Second segment of the news, the People and Event, promises to be interesting in the last edition in the month of January. I'll be back.
The Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority (NMDPRA) says the prices of petrol, diesel and liquefied petroleum gas (LPG) will continue to decline nationwide. The authority's chief executive, Mr. Saidu Mohammed, stated this on Sunday in Ogbele Community, Ohauda East local government area of Rivers, during an inspection of Aradel Holdings PLC facilities. Mohammed attributed the expected price reduction to rising supply, increased competition, and sustained private sector investment in the oil and gas sector. According to him, Nigerians are gradually moving towards affordable energy as improved supply continues to drive price stability. Mohammed exclaimed that the removal of fuel subsidy had allowed market forces to function properly, improving efficiency across the downstream sector. The Secretary of Ijebu Council of Chiefs and Vice Chairman Fushembua Ruling House, Chief Adeto Kumbofasi Yusuf, has called on the state government to take punitive action against anyone working towards derailing the process of selecting a new Awujale of Ijebu land. Chief Yusuf made the call in Ijebu. They frowned at the action of some personalities who are bent on disrupting the selection process by promoting the interest of some candidates against the others. Ganiyu Yusuf reported.
The recent suspension of the selection process of who becomes the next Awujale of Ijebuland by the state government is to ensure a each-free exercise among all the contestants. Secretary, Ijebu Council of Chiefs and the Vice Chairman, Fusenbua Ruling House, Chief Adeto Kumbofasi Yusuf, said it is fraudulent for anyone to alight names as the 2022 Obas and Chiefs Law does not create any dichotomy, as all princes and princesses are seen to be equal. He said as regards the suspension of the selection process, government needs to provide reasons, as this would serve as a guide to ensure a hitch-free process.
So, if the government says today she come up again with a new list, or we continue with the process, so be it. As far as the Royal House is concerned, we have done our own bit. But if there's any malpractice or malpractices from our own side, they should point it out to us. And I think we should be able to have a scapegoat. We should have scapegoats. They expect those who have soiled their hands. Because if you are going to equity, you must come with a clean hands. So if people are mismanaging the process or rubbishing the process, they should be rubbished.
Chief Yusuf, who is also the Bagbim of Ijebuland, noted that the selection process started with a meeting of 95 nominations, but was later scaled down to 86. Just as he said, it was done taking into consideration the Obas and Chiefs Law of 2022 to avoid litigations. He expressed surprise that after adopting the template set by the King's Makers, names were highlighted while Otumbas were disqualified, an action which he described as porous and reckless.
The position of Otumba was a recent creation. It was created by Ujale in 1985. That was after his problem with the late governor, Bison Banjo. So, and he wanted to honor some people. He honored some chiefs, including the late senior colleague, Drew Onobuli, my senior colleague, Akogun Toladini, and the rest. People like Oduton and the late Oshibogun were made of Tumbas. So it was ceremonial, not traditional. So for people now to be coming up with something that Kabi said this and that, even if Kabi said this, it was not law by him. He might have just made a passing remark, but it was never written anywhere. It's not in our custom, it's not in our tradition, it's not even documented.
One of the contestants, Prince Adegboye Gabanjoko of Ilenla Quarters, Fusembua ruling house, while calling for a level playing ground for all contestants, took a sweep at those who are planning to hijack the selection process, calling on the state government to take decisive action against anyone caught culpable to serve as a deterrent to others.
Having commended His Excellency the Executive Governor for stopping the whole exercise, in furtherance, I believe that certain punitive measures should be put in place for everyone found culpable, either the giver or the takers. They should be, I believe that they should be, those who are aspirants should be removed from the race.
Another contestant, Prince Tajuddin Bello, called on the people to remain calm and government to investigate the graft allegation against some candidates and kingmakers, saying the Awujale throne should not be left to the highest bidder.
It is important to know that this decision was taken in response to serious allegations of irregularities and endorsements currently surrounding the nomination process. In this regard, the Ogun State government has acted responsibly and commendable by placing peace, equity, and credibility above all other considerations.
Chairman Ijebu local government area, Honorable Dari Alebioshu, said the selecting process was suspended temporarily to guide against wholesome practices, assuring that the process will soon restart.
It's a temporary suspension. Why is that? Is when we feel like the process, there are some hidden things going on, or there's a security breach. We as a responsive government, we have to come in and make sure everything goes on as it's supposed to be. So the process will begin shortly, and I want to assure you that the government is not interfering in the Kingmakers affair, and we're not changing or moving the family, the Fusebua family, that's supposed to produce a king, they are still going to produce their king. We are not interfering in anything.
While assuring the contestants and the people of a level playing ground, I will not watch situation degenerate into chaos. Yusuf Ganiyu, OGTV News.
The National Business and Technical Examination Board, NABTEB, has extended the registration timeline for the 2026 National Common Entrance Examination into technical colleges, assuring stakeholders of a seamless process. The Registrar and Chief Executive Officer of NABTEB, Dr. Aminu Mohammed, made this known in a statement issued on Sunday in Benin through the board's Assistant Director, Media and Protocol, Uchichukwu Olisa. Mohammed said that the board had approved a 4-month registration window for the examination, adding that the move was aimed at easing pressures on candidates and families. He said the registration would start on January 26 and close on May 24, while the examination will be conducted nationwide on June 6. The registrar explained that this followed the Minister of Education, Dr. Tunji Alausa, approving the 2026 examination and registration framework. As part of activities marking the 70th anniversary of Mayflower School, Ikene, a major highlight is the commissioning of legacy project by the wife of the Ogun State Governor, Mrs. Bamidele Abiodun, alongside the presentation of awards to deserving old students, popularly known as ex-Mays. Kim Agu was present at the event and has details in this report.
A commissioning ceremony held within the historic school premises featured the unveiling of 14 key infrastructural projects facilitated by the Mayflower Old Students Association in collaboration with set committees and well-meaning individuals aimed at enhancing teaching, learning, and students' welfare. Speaking at the event, Mrs. Bamidele Abiodun commended MOSA for his sustained commitment to the development of the institution, describing Mayflower School as a pride of Ogun State and a citadel that has produced men and women of character, discipline, and national relevance.
I urge the planning committee and the MOSA leadership to continue this spirit of greater collaboration. The Ogun State government remains committed to supporting initiatives that prioritize education and community development.
In his remarks, the president of MOSA, Otumba Wale Abdul, says the project symbolized the enduring Mayflower spirit of unity and service, noting that the association remains resolute in preserving the legacy of academic excellence laid by the school's founder.
I'm so happy that we are all alive to celebrate 70th anniversary of our great institution that built all of us, Mayflower School. I'm so glad that all classes, all lessmates, everybody wants to be part of the 70th anniversary. They want to be part of the history making.
The event also